letting, well, if the phone will stop trying to reconnect. So hopefully we are all set here. Well, let me just start over again. Oshio, everyone. Oshtashunalehi hale tohi. Ale tohisto. Good morning and peace to you. And are you at peace? That's what I said in Cherokee. Oshtashunalehi, good morning. Ale and tohi, peace. Ale and tohistu. That's usually what we use to say, how are you? But its literal meaning is, are you at peace? And so this morning I wanted to come and do a live morning prayer inspiration for you, and addressing the subject of peace when we feel like Creator has forgotten us, when we get wrapped up in things and get overwhelmed and we are like, Creator, where are you? Why do I not hear you? Why do I not see your guidance? Why are you not helping me? Why is everything going wrong and seems like going against me everywhere I turn? And you are nowhere to be found. And why is that, Creator? Will you not answer me? And I think this is a topic and an emotion that we all feel at some point or another. Regardless of your faith or your spirituality or your religion, there are some things that is just common to every single person. We have moments of feeling overwhelmingly loved. We have moments when we have faith that can just soar to the galaxies. We have doubts that sink us low, and we have moments of fear that we just seem paralyzed and don't know what to do or where to go or how to move. And for Native people in particular, once again, all cultures have had their time of different levels of problems, whether that be famines, pestilence, natural disasters, or whether that be by others. Every nation in this entire world has conquered another nation. Every nation in the entire world has had some form of slavery, because we all have a human problem of not desiring to be in relationship with all our relatives. We have a human problem of misusing and abusing love given and received. And so the passage here that I have for you today, it says, how long, O Creator, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I take counsel in my soul and have sorrow in my heart all the day? How long shall my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and answer me, Creator, my grandfather. Light up my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, we have prevailed over him or her. Lest my foes rejoice because I am shaken to no end. But I have trusted in your steadfast love. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the one who is above us all, because he has dealt bountifully with me. And so the person here is pouring out their heart and they're being honest. How long will you forget me? How long are you going to hide your face from me? And there's different times and reasons why the great mystery hides its face from us. Sometimes it's to see what's in our own heart and how we're going to handle the situation. Sometimes it's to make us cling and deepen our dependency upon Creator. And sometimes it is to bring us to an awareness that our situations do not define who we are. As he is going through this listing here, excuse me, he's listing off what is troubling him and bothering him. And we see this a lot in these types of prayers. As soon as you think they have reached the utter moment of despair, they flip it and they encourage themselves. They remind themselves of what Creator has done for them in the past and how Creator has been faithful. And they remind themselves of the love and the grace that has reached and touched their life, and saying, that is who I am. That is who Creator is, not this situation. And so whatever type of suffering, depression, anxiety, worry, doubt, or fear, or just have no word for it, remind yourself that this situation does not define me. What defines me is my relationship with Creator and who I am in Him and who He is in me. And to piggyback off of that, it reminds us of the story of when Wisdom Keeper was in the great canoe with his 12 students who walked with him in his journeys. And they were, several of them, experienced fishermen before they met Wisdom Keeper. And they were going across the sea here, or this big giant lake, and a storm comes up, and Wisdom Keeper is fallen into a very deep, fast sleep, and the storm gets very, very rough. And now these guys are used to these waters. They are experienced, and so they don't wake him until they come to the point that they fear for their life. It is almost a certainty that they are going to die. And they wake him not with the request of help, but they wake him with a argument, a declaration of, what the heck? Do you not care for us? We are about to perish. And so it's a very honest, in your face. And that is the point. A lot of times we wait till we get to the utter moment of despair before we call on Creator. And we get a little bit of a ego confidence. And it's not that confidence is a bad thing, but they knew these waters. They knew how to traverse the storm. And in life, we think we get it down like, oh man, I have reached the top. This is nothing new. This is not my first rodeo. I've rode this bull before. But then something happens. Life has a way of surprising us and going beyond our expectation. And so when that happens, we finally come to the realization, oh no. And then we're like, well, where in the world is Creator? And then we come to Creator instead of, hey, I need your help. We come with a very stern face. Do you not care that I'm about to freaking die here? Where are you at? And so, Wisdom Keeper gets up. He rebukes the storm. And then he confronts them. And he does not confront them in their lack of experience, their expertise. He confronts them on their lack of trust. And their lack of trust was their trust in Creator. And Wisdom Keeper is giving us an example here. While they are striving to keep afloat in the storm, what is Wisdom Keeper doing? He's asleep. And so maybe in the storm, instead of trying to strive and fight to gain control over the waves of life, we just need to rest. We just need to sleep. And when we get the realization that Creator is bigger than the storm, then we can rest. And there is a saying, I'm going to tell the storm how big my God is. And the storm might be big, but whatever storm comes your way, Creator is bigger than any storm. And Creator has control over everything. So if you're in a storm in life, go to sleep. Take some rest. Stop striving and fighting with it. And know that while, yes, this storm is big, my great spirit is greater than the storm. And that with that knowledge, I don't have to wait till the end when I'm saying, what the heck, Great Spirit, where are you at? Do you not care I'm about to die here and I'm drowning in these waves? We can ask ahead of time. Ask for help. And so, I hope that this helps you in some form or fashion. And know that every storm eventually has to come to an end. And whether you're riding it out, you're sleeping it out, or you're standing in the place of Wisdom Keeper and you're rebuking that storm and saying, peace, be still. Because regardless, remember, the situation does not define who you are, and that Creator is bigger than any situation you are in. Trust in Him, and you'll be okay. So, today na gohoya ale nihi ostanuwati ale tohidan. Until we meet again, my friends, go in good medicine and be at peace. Wado.